Hello again, and welcome to Kabbala Revealed. I'm Tony Kozenek. You've heard us speak several times about the ladder of ascent from our current perceptions, limited perceptions of reality, to all the way up the 125 levels until a person reaches equivalence of form with the Creator. We can't explain each and every one of these steps, but it's important to know, in general, where a person is aimed at, where we are supposed to go, what the attainment really consists of. And Bala Salam, in his introduction to the study of the 10 spheres, the 10 Sephirot, covered a lot of very important fundamental information. One of the things that he talks about is the states that a man can be certain that he will go through in the attainment of this higher perception. He breaks it down into 5 states. And within these 5 states there are many levels, and this accounts for the 125 that's spoken of in the ladder. Let's take a look at what a person can expect to experience. And by doing that, we will also be able to see something about a very important component in the study of Kabbalah, that is, why Kabbalists study in a group, where that exists on the path, why it's there, and how it helps us attain the states that are outlined here. So here they are laid out on a graph. Here are the states that we go through on our path back to the source of our soul. In the physical world, we find that there are 2 major states: double concealment, and then when we pass through that, single concealment. At the end of that state, there is the barrier between the physical and the spiritual world, and the first state that we enter in the spiritual world is a state of correction. Now, I'm going to explain these to you. After we go through that, we find that there is the first revelation, a high level of contact with the Creator's nature. And then finally, second revelation, the conclusion of the path and the reaching of equivalence of form with the Creator. Let's take a look at what double concealment consists of. Bala Salam describes it this way. Double concealment is concealment inside concealment. In this state, the person doesn't even feel the opposite side of the Creator, cannot perceive anything as coming from him. He feels that the Creator has abandoned him, disregards him completely. He attributes suffering to destiny and blind nature. Being confused by the Creator's attitude towards him, the man loses faith. Now, we're not speaking about somebody who is not on the path here. This is not the state of the world in general or of the masses for whom the reality of the Creator does not exist in them as anything really tangible or anything that motivates them. This is about a person who is in a kind of an unconscious state in regards to this desire, but still finds that his life and its direction is becoming organized by a desire to really understand why things happen to him the way that he does. So that a person feels that there is a creator, but that he's abandoned, that's already a relationship, and it's already the beginning of a desire. That's why we call it the beginning of a path. And it says that he loses faith. So Baal Salam describes what the visceral sort of experience is for the person. When the person prays about his misfortunes and he performs good deeds, he receives no response. That is, he's trying to have a relationship with the Creator, but it's based on his confused understanding. He makes a movement towards the Creator. After he stops praying, he suddenly receives an answer. So in his first action, according to his understanding, nothing. Creator's not there. Abandoned me. When he stops, he begins to feel comfortable in his will to receive. He receives an answer. In other words, the suffering that he had is kind of mitigated by the fact that he's stuffing himself with self-satisfaction. He says, then as the person begins to believe in divine providence and corrects his actions, he's ruthlessly thrown back. So as he progresses on the path, the response from above that a person feels is a complete rejection. That is, a loss of faith. And this is a force happening towards the person who wants to be on the path. But this is the way that it's felt by the person. And he stops believing, and he commits evil deeds. And luck comes his way, and he feels peace, and money is gained by crooked ways. In other words, when he engages in his doubt, he looks around and he sees, yes, the physical world and my own kind of well-being this is the way to go. This is where my satisfaction lies. And it seems to him that the people who aspire to the Creator are poor, sick, despised, uncivilized, stupid hypocrites. Why? Because in his kli, in his sensation, they're nuts. His experience has just told them there really isn't anything there. That's not reality. Those are dreams. Let's get real. And that those who do not seek the Creator seem to be prosperous, healthy, calm, clever, kind, amiable, and self-assured, right? He sees that the people who don't pursue this path that he was pursuing have a good life. He perceives them as happy. And there are the props of his reality. So this first level is called double concealment because there are multiple aspects of hiddenness of the Creator from the person, both whether or not the actions that are occurring in the person's life, the desire to meet with the Creator, and the fact that they're thrown back and cannot sense the Creator, whether the Creator is the author of that, because this person becomes confused